Here we go. That's a good shot of all the stuff.
That way we don't have to move the camera.
Hey!
Hello, everybody.
What up, YTPC? Cali Pipesteader here coming at you from OTC Piper's channel.
That is correct.
That's him right there. So, yeah, welcome back to another live Mantle with your fellow YTPCers.
Yep.
And this is the whole video is an open forum. So, if y'all have a question, y'all just want to throw out something to the community, just feel free to type it up and say it. Because it's good.
I feel like I'm not saying much.
You are not. That's why I'm filling the gap. So, anyways, we have 0 people watching right now, so I'm just gonna say stuff until the number changes. It's gonna be
any minute now. Come on.
You know, this would be a good time to load our pipes and stuff.
Yeah.
While there's no people.
I want to try some of that P51. I think.
Man, Uncle Bill's favorite. Have at it. And thank you, Tennessee 10 Note, for sending it to me. I am honored because this is a wonderful blend, and I know Uncle Bill is probably a super awesome guy. So
yeah,
it's gonna be it's a wonderful smoke. I carry that P51. I carry it around with me. I mean it's in my EDC bag, everyday smoke.
EDS bag.
Everyday carry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It said everyday smoke.
Yep, my EDS bag, right there. So I like it.
Let's go. Body.
Right here. Now, what did I say I was gonna smoke first?
The extra golden extra.
Golden extra. I'm gonna try out the McBaron golden extra, the ready rubbed, and give it a shot. I wish we had a flake, but we don't at the moment. But we do have a cube cut though.
I thought you smoked all the cube cut. We got one person.
I did not. Who do we have that joined us? We couldn't see. Pipes and Bikes 18. Greetings from Newcastle, UK. What's up, man? Greetings from Texas.
Good to see you.
How's life in the UK? Let's see here. And since this is this Orlick Golden Extra is a ready rub.
That is McBaron's Golden Extra.
Okay, McBaron's. This used to be a flake, and so I will use my Rossi in honor of the used to be flakeness.
The used to be flakeness. Got another one.
Yeah. Hey, thank you all for joining. How's life in y'all's neck of the woods?
Do you want to pull up your the comments?
Oh yeah, I can do that. So, what's on your mind today, OTC? I'm pulling up the comments. Uno momento.
Okay, I just missed that comment.
I'm getting it.
Okay. What's on my mind is being off for a little while.
Yeah, you're off for a while, huh? Pipes and Bikes. Weather windy, but all around okay. Hey, that's awesome. Good free breeze right there.
Yep, I wound up having to go in and work an extra shift to cover for a fellow author that needed some time off. Made for a little bit of a longer week. And I've been absent from the YTPC for a little while with all that going on, and looking forward to getting back to it. I was going to. Normally by this time I've stayed up since getting off at 6 a.m. It's about 1:30 p.m. right now.
1:30.
1:30.
Not 13:30.
13:30. I'm losing my bearing.
Always keep your military bearing. Oh, who's that? Ironbeard. Hey guys, joining you for a short bowl and then back to work.
Okay, cool.
Well, hey, welcome. So,
you have to let us know what you're smoking on.
Yeah, what are you guys smoking while you're watching?
Put that over there.
I'm having an issue
with keeping it lit. You might try packing it a little bit tighter. Sounds like you're getting a lot of air through the bowl.
That's better. Yeah, right there. Maritime Piper, greetings from the Great White North.
Maritime Piper.
Hey, Maritime.
Good to see you.
Welcome. So, dark red and a
Dark red
Greybo.
and a Greybo Duke. I think I have my Greybo,
Yeah.
and I shall smoke that one next time.
Man,
Let's see what I got.
Lane Dark Red is a wonderful cherry bulk.
Nope, I have my Medico.
I just wish Colt would make their Blood Red Moon in bulk.
Mm-hmm.
That would be.
But
everyone should just Captain Black Grape
in my Northern Sailor. Cool.
I've got some Captain Black Grape in my cellar at home. I'm waiting for the right time to smoke it. I haven't found a good time yet, but I guess when I'm in the mood for fruity
Fanta,
grape Fanta, yes, I'll smoke it. And I bought some Berry Nice, the Sutliff Berry Nice. Smells great, but I'm almost afraid to try it.
Well, Mutton Chop talked about that a little bit, I think, didn't he?
Sutliff Berry Nice?
I thought I remember him saying that. I don't know if I'm losing my mind or not. I thought he did. But there's that video that Gray Bailey did about the I can't remember which one it was, but it was one of the Sutliff ones, I think.
Yeah.
That he thought came in as a close second, or very close to the Colt Blood Red Moon, and it's a bulk. It might have been a Stokeby's. I'm not sure.
Stokeby doesn't have any flavor.
I can't remember which one he said it was. I have it written down. When I saw that he said that on the video, I thought, well, that's cool. I want to try that one because I do like Colt Blood Red Moon.
Yep.
Coming from a non-Arrow guy, that says a lot. It's probably one of my favorite cherries I've tried up to this point.
Yep. I agree. It is the cherry tobacco. It's like I don't even I have Lane Red in bulk. It was one of the first bulk tobaccos I bought, and I haven't touched it since I started, collecting tins of Blood Red Moon. But,
and see, by trying,
that's
the
P51 is
P51.
delicious.
Why don't you tell them, since this was sent to you, why don't you tell them about this? I'm trying some of his.
Yeah, so this is a custom blend called P51 by Tennessee Tin Note. That's his user on Twitter. He sent me a great letter saying that he had fond memories of his Uncle Bill, where he would sit in Uncle Bill's lap and Uncle Bill would smoke his tobacco. He had to get with his Uncle Bill's grandkids to kind of get what the flavors were and what the blends were. And it come to find out that Uncle Bill was mixing two different blends, a whiskey and something else, and made this wonderful blend.
But it is on Tennessee Tin Notes channel.
Yeah. Oh, and on the Briar Report. If you go to briarreport.com, you can find I think it's called A Tribute to Uncle Bill.
Yes.
That it's there too, and you can read the whole story. It has the pictures and everything. And yeah, it's wonderful, and it actually tells you the two blends and the ratio, and you can actually make your own blend of it. But yeah, this has been carrying around with me daily, smoking some Solani aged Burley Flake. That is on my my list to get. It's kind of on the pricey side, but it's definitely on my list. What do you think of it? I guess worth getting if you're smoking, huh?
So, while we're waiting on that to come in, he is going to try some McBaron Golden Extra that I've brought to the Mantle.
Love it. Good.
Good. Yeah.
Man, then that's it. When next time I get a good paycheck, man, I'm gonna grab me a tin.
We got to get some, because remember, I got to get that package out to Corey. That's gonna happen today or probably tomorrow morning. And we were gonna send some stuff overseas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pipe, beards, and guns. Remember?
Soldier's Care package.
More or less. Pipes, beards, and guns. And need to make an order. There's a lot of stuff that I wanted to just send out to some folks just to do it. And I'm probably gonna dedicate my next order to doing that.
If you're a Burley fan,
I
you
am
gotta
a Burley
get
fan.
Bremen Pipe Smoker has a good video about it. I am a huge
Okay.
Burley is.
Yeah.
If I had to choose between any pipe tobacco, it'd be Burley.
Yeah,
That's
Burley
just-
for sure.
Yeah, like right here, big bag of Burley Cube Cut, and then the H&H Burley Flake is by far my favorite flake tobacco. So, I mean, I am a Burley guy for sure.
I had ordered a pound of the Lane Burley, just the regular Burley, not the Burley without bite. It's just Lane Burley.
Because you wanted bite. All right.
I'm just trying the different Burleys.
Mhm.
Yes. They don't have one Burley with bite. They don't have that.
Weaklings.
Anything. We need to get.
Only one downside to this smoke. What is that? The bite? Is that
Oh,
is that the downside?
maybe. Oh. But what I liked about that Burley.
It's the last I have right
Oh,
now.
that yeah.
That is a downside,
Yep.
man. Ugh.
That's a downside to so many things.
Yep.
That's why when I find something I really like, after I tried it, I will buy it by the pound. And that way, when I'm down to
He
half,
does.
when I'm down to say half a pound, I know I need to go ahead and make an order
He does.
to get that going.
You know, at first I made fun of him for buying by the pound. I'm like, that's too much tobacco. But then when you find a tobacco you like, I mean, I am now looking at buying a pound of the H&H Burley Flake. It's like $60. Would probably be like Christmas time or whatever. But I'm like, having a pound of that would be awesome. Oh, it says Burley smells too much like cigarettes. I've tried extra IPA. Does all Burley smell similar? Yeah, it depends on if it's straight Burley or if it's blended with something.
Now my, like, I'm trying to. We have the habit of rabbit trailing and everything like that, but that's what I was talking about with the Lane Burley. It is, to me, when I first got it, it was very much kind of the consistency of like cigarette tobacco, because it came super dry. What I like about that is when they sell it by the pound, you get more volume because you're not paying for their water that
Yep.
they put in it or anything, the moisture content. And I put it in some jars with some humidity to just kind of reconstitute it, and it's a lot different now that I've done that. The Prince Albert that I've got, and let's say compare the Prince Albert to the Sir Walter Raleigh original. The Sir Walter Raleigh has a light topping. I can't quite place what it is, but kind of it's barely present. It's more present in the can note than it is in the taste, in my opinion. It's kind of a caramely, kind of a.
Is
Let's
she
see.
telling you not to smoke your favorite tobaccos?
You don't need that negativity.
Ain't that the truth? Yeah, my wife with the Burley said the same thing. She has not allowed me to smoke this like on my drive home from work because she doesn't want to smell it on my beard. So I have to smoke it at the end of the day, like right before I take a shower or something.
But yeah, but like my Prince Albert, the original Prince Albert, is, to me, in my opinion, isn't. I don't detect any topping as much as I do on the Sir Walter Raleigh. And I like the aroma. I don't really get a cigarette feel or a taste of cigarettes from that. Now it's been, what, 25 years? No, 20 years at least since I've smoked a cigarette. So
Yep.
from what I can remember, what I got from Prince Albert and from Sir Walter Raleigh didn't taste like cigarettes.
Nope.
And I smoked the good
I've been
stuff. I
enjoying
smoked
it.
the Camels.
Yep. Oh yeah. Back, yeah, what you said,
And-
25 years ago?
About 20.
Hey, that's Joe Camel right there.
20 years. Yeah, about 20 years ago. I was 18. I'm 38 now. So yeah.
Yeah.
About like that.
I did Camels as well and Marlboro Reds
Okay.
because I'm like, I do the same principle I thought for smoking cigarettes. It's the same I do for tobacco. If you're gonna do it, you go all in. So that's what I did with this tobacco. I hit all the premium blends I could.
Steer it back from cigarettes.
Yeah, that's making a point that
I know.
yeah, that when I first started piping, I was all in. I got the most premium of tobaccos, which was great because my very first tobacco order, I got Dunhills and McClellan's. And shortly after that, McClellan shut their doors. So I was very thankful I got my 2 tins of 40th.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and my 2 tins of Frog Morton. Frog Morton cellar and Frog Morton on the bayou. They're sitting in my cellar, unopened, and waiting for a special occasion.
Wow. At some point, you're just gonna have to decide what's the special occasion for that Frog Morton.
I know. Maybe just one day be like, I want it. It's a special occasion. We'll see.
That's good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy. I keep seeing a lot of YTPCers smoking Frog Morton. I'm like, I'm kind of scared too, because you can't buy this stuff anymore.
But you're gonna have to eventually anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not doing anybody.
It's a
any
waste
good
of
just
money if
sitting
you don't
there.
smoke it.
I mean,
definitely.
I would more judiciously smoke it.
Mhm.
Maybe not a everyday go-to, but at some point you're gonna have to just say it's not doing anybody any good just sitting there.
Yeah.
If I don't decide what occasion I'm gonna use, then there's no occasion that's ever gonna be special enough, and it's just gonna rot.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So it was funny. So
I would just smoke it.
It reminds me of
Enjoy it while you have it.
Exactly.
And then when you don't, well, you don't. But at least you had the experience and you got it.
Yeah. Reminds me of a funny Instagram thing. It was like where the value of tobacco is in the mind of the beholder.
Yeah.
Because there was this dude, I forgot his name, I follow on Instagram. I guess he was getting out of pipe smoking or whatever. He was selling all of his tobacco, and it was tins of 40th, a bunch of McClellans, a bunch of really primo stuff. And he wasn't selling, and he was saying, I'll take best offer. And I was like, and so I messaged the guy, and I'm like, look, man, throw me a roundabout number, and I'll see what I can do. Now, I was thinking, okay, the guy's desperate. He's not selling anything. Maybe a few $100s. He's like, well...
For everything?
That's what I was thinking.
Oh.
And then, because if it was yes, then I would own all of that right now. But he got back with me. It was like, man, the absolute lowest I would go would be $2,500.
Oh.
I'm like, thanks for letting me know.
That'll buy
and then
me up. That'll... See, that would be a lot of Sir Walter Raleigh for me.
Yeah. Well, no, I was like, and it's in the outcome, like, to me, the retail price of that tobacco was not $2,500. Yet, more than half of what he had was stuff no longer in production, sealed tins.
Yeah.
So there's that price to it as well.
At that point, then.
So, yeah.
At that point, it's just what he wants to get for it.
And then now that was the end of that. I was like, man, wish I would have got some of that. So.
Well, speaking of, like, different prices, of tobacco and everything. I got started, when I was, into pipe smoking, is when I made my, career shift. And, for a time I wasn't able to purchase the stuff that I would normally purchase prior to that. So I learned some ways to kind of get around it a little bit more cost effectively. And with the new channel that we're about to join up and do, there's a segment that I wanted to do kind of about that. And that's where I kind of got into more of the Cadre blends, the OTC blends. Because I found a lot of them very inexpensive smokes, but very good quality for the money, of course. And it could even compare to some of the more expensive stuff.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of where I kind of gravitated onto the OTC blends. And it's kind of one of those things where I'm not in that place now, but you just kind of always bring a little piece of your past, with you a little bit, the good things that you remember it anyways.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I got onto the OTCs, and I thought, well, that'd be kind of a cool segment, that I'd like to start doing for those that may need a little bit of a break or something like that.
I was looking, when I was making my order for the chocolate, I call it my sweet yabo.
Yeah.
Because a bunch of chocolates and stuff.
Oh, I get it
and,
now.
And
I didn't.
Maples. So I said sweet yabo because it's nothing
I
but
just figured
maple and stuff.
I see what you did there. Okay.
There you go. And I was actually, I was at Smoking Pipes going through their tobacco finder, and typed in chocolate, and there was a very high-rated OTC chocolate blend. I bet you can't guess which one it is.
Super Value?
Super Value.
Yeah, I've never tried the Super Value chocolate.
Yeah, super high-rated chocolate blend. I'm like, hey, and the Super Values you let me try it. I wasn't disappointed. Well,
they're okay. The ones that you tried were cellared for about a year,
Yeah.
and I think that did a lot of good for them.
A year?
About a year, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Because I started buying all that stuff when I was in the academy. I was working a security guard job while I was in the academy at night, and because my academy was Monday through Friday, I was really only working weekends at night, so pay was just in the gutter. It was just enough to at least make me feel like I had some kind of income coming in and was contributing even a little bit. But I started getting that because right here in this town there's a B&M just has a few little things, but they had it for like $5 something a pouch. So I'd go in there when I could, and just get a pouch, and it'll last me what it lasted me, and then I go get another one when I could. Or I would probably save up enough to get, probably. I say save up $30 or $40 because at that point I had to save up that, amount.
Yeah.
But that's just kind of all in remembering where you come from, But it was okay. The problem with a lot of it is the moisture content was so high in it, you had to let it air out some. But I would say the Super Value English mixture, they call it, is an outstanding blend. If you're into the Latakia forward blends, for the price that you pay for the Super Value, it was really good. And I guess they use more premium stuff because I know that they don't make that in the big bags. They only make that in the 1.5 ounce pouch. Yeah. So I don't know if that's the reason or not, but it is to me it's the better of all of the Super Values.
Okay. Yeah, but I am gonna have to pick up. I may even stop by the shop today and just see if they have a pouch of the Super Value chocolate.
But try that English blend. You might like it.
Yeah, I've got plenty of English blends myself. Yeah, but you need to go to the city down the highway a little bit.
Cedar Hill?
The other C city.
Corsicana?
And then Corsicana has two very good B&Ms. Now, they're not pipe and cigar dedicated. They do sell to the cigarette smoker and vapor. But being what they are, I was impressed with the quality and selection they had for pipe tobacco at both stores. So little pricey. I mean, they had Dunhills and Peterson tins. I mean, they were going for about 20 something bucks a tin, which is double the price you can get online. But still, I'm like, that. I mean, where we live, you don't see that kind of quality tobacco being sold at like a head shop,
Yeah,
you don't. Smoke shop. So,
do you have any pipe cleaners?
I come fully prepared wherever I go.
Yeah. I usually keep some in here, but in my mantle pouch. But I cleaned it all. I'm gonna set some here.
Yep.
Pipe is still hot, so I'm just gonna run this down. I need to soak up some dottle.
Yeah. If you need any kind of, I pretty much keep everything you need to successfully smoke and clean a pipe with me in my EDC bag, which I may need a bigger one. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Because this sucker's getting full.
Yeah. How you liking that Georgetown?
That
Georgetown collector.
Oh, that's what I smoke all the time now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like especially on the drive home, because if you pack that bowl full, it smokes solid and it lasts all the way home.
Oh yeah,
it'll
last a long time.
There's a couple times I pulled into the gate at my house and I just sat in my car because it wasn't done yet. So
I do that a lot when I pull into mine. If I'm not done with my pipe, then
that's now my favorite everyday pipe. My Rossi, which is good because I bought this for the flakes and stuff and the cubes, and so now I can use it more specifically for those because I have the Georgetown, which will help save.
So do you have an aromatic that this non-aromatic guy can try and see?
Well, you just tried the P51. That was a great aromatic.
No, that's not.
But
white on aromatic.
I do have Scotty's Butternut Burley. So right there, I'm recycling a great container. I like these containers. So I cleaned out the tin quite nicely, so there's no barbecue smell.
No barbecue smell.
So-
Oh, from the.
Yeah,
Okay.
Scotty's Butternut Burley is a custom blend from Pipes and Cigars. You only get it there. They make it, and it's delicious. It's got vanilla, caramel, and the description on there. I actually uploaded this morning my tobacco review for the butternut blend. Love to say but sadly work calls. Hey,
Okay.
thank you so much, Pipes and Bikes.
Thanks for coming
Hey,
on for a little while.
I hope you smoke a good blend while you're working.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
Well, so this is butternut burley.
Butternut burley.
Do you know what all? Is it just burley, or is it mostly burley and some other things added in?
I'm assuming it's all burley,
Okay.
but who knows?
Well,
It's definitely heavy on the flavor. So, the review said it was like, you know, the room notes kind of like melted butter and stuff like that. But then overall, I loved it. But something I mentioned in my review, the tin note, the room note, and the taste were all something different.
oh really?
Yeah, so nothing really matched up, and I kind of liked it because it just gave you so much.
Well, you know, I'm not giving up my venture into finding some aromatics that I do like.
Yeah.
Like with the Cold Blood Red Moon we saw from the last video we did, the last Mantle we did.
Uh-huh.
By far, you know, one of my favorite cherry blend, and where I may say, well, I'm not really much of an aromatic guy, and that may always be true.
Hey guys, greetings from Northwest Pennsylvania. Hey
Oh,
Chris,
Con. Okay.
welcome.
So while that may be true for the most part, I can find some that I get along with a little bit better by trying some. And since he's big on the aromatics, he's a good source for me if I want to try something, that he obviously likes and he's going to have some. I can just try a bowl and see how I like it, and then I'll know where I want to go with it.
Yeah, there are some days I wish I would have called myself the Arrow Piper.
The Arrow Piper.
But then there's a lot of days where, like, you know what? I just need a straight burley.
Mm-hmm.
I just need something stout.
Well, there, I've found that a lot of the ones I've been unhappy with is not necessarily just the fact that it's aromatic, it's just what it was. Like the peaches and cream that I ordered a couple ounces of, I just didn't really like it, and I don't know why. It smelled great in the jar. It didn't taste that bad, I just wasn't my thing, I guess. The peaches and cream, the blackberry brandy, those just didn't really do it. Maybe just something about that blend. But I've never had that. I've had a lot of the cherry blends, and that's kind of been the exception for me on the aromatics. Is like what is it? I've tried the cherry liqueur from Borkum Riff, the Captain Black Cherry, which was good. Of the pouch varieties, I would say cherry liqueur is probably one of my favorite cherry blends that you get in the pouch. But that Cold Blood Red Moon to me was just a great blend.
That cherry liqueur, I think you wound up giving it to me.
I did give you the rest of it.
I took it over. We had dinner at my wife's dad's house, my father-in-law's house, and I got him smoking a pipe, and he's now a Prince Albert guy. So I started him out on Carter Hall, and he liked it.
Did he? Which Prince Albert? Just the regular, or did he get that cherry
red.
vanilla?
No, the red.
The red box? The regular?
Regular vanilla. I mean, the regular box. And so he's like, yeah, I know you started me on Carter Hall and I like it, but I went and bought me some Prince Albert, and I think it's better than Carter Hall. I'm like, dude, smoke what you like.
Mm-hmm.
And then I let him try. I was out there and I had that bag of cherry liqueur.
You gotta find a good lighter.
Right here.
Well, that one.
Yep.
Quit working on it.
Oh, there you go.
Do you like these things? Can I pop that off, or do you
No,
prefer the child little?
As long as it lights, I don't care what you do.
It'll light a lot better.
Yeah, okay,
I don't know
good.
why they put that on there, because children can figure that out.
Yep. And anyways, so he tried the cherry liqueur, the Borkum Rift, and he was like, "Oh, this is." His exact wording was, "It's like, oh, this is good." I'm like, "Dude, here's the pack. Enjoy." Because I'm trying to get him, because he is a cigarette smoker, and I'm trying to get him off of smoking cigarettes. And the more tobaccos he tries and likes, I think the more he's going to move over. Right now, I think he just uses his pipe out fishing, and I'm trying to get him to do it all the time.
Yeah.
But he does mention that crazy convenience factor, which is just pour out a cigarette and light it. So Yeah, but yeah, I'm taking it slow and easy with them, so we'll get it.
The thing I've dealt with, trying to get other like cigarette smokers into it is just that the inhale reflex that they're gonna have every time they draw on the pipe.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like we had a few had to go back to work.
Yeah, luckily, I mean, it was probably a decade after I quit smoking that I went.
It's 1Q. I really enjoyed it. I'll have to try Prince of it. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
the 1Q.
1Q is, I think, the standard arrow for any pipe smoker. You can find it at any brick and mortar.
It's essentially Captain Black Royal.
No. 1Q's been around since what? The 70s
But
at
it's
least.
a match for it.
Is it a match? But you could buy Captain Black Royal in
I'm not
bulk.
saying I'm not saying it comes from the same place. I'm just saying.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a very, very.
But something else which is great, I've got to do a shout out to Captain Black because what is that saying? Imitation
Is the best form of flattery?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Yep, there's the autofocus doing something. Yeah. Imitation is the best form of flattery, and I haven't seen any tobacco get copied more than Captain Black Royal. And Captain Black in general, because like I didn't know, 1Q was a copy of Royal. And then, who was it, the 7 C's?
Same thing.
McBaron or?
McBaron.
McBaron 7 C's. Their entire 7 C's line is mimicking the entire Captain Black line. Captain Black original in the white pouch, if you buy the white 7 C's, the original, that is their version of that. If you buy the 7 C's in the blue can, the navy blue, that's the Royal, it's Captain Black Royal. But the 7 C's versions, they're touting it as high premium tobacco. So, I found that out within the past month, and my next order of tins is going to have some 7 C's blends in it. Mm-hmm. I want to try the 7 C's, the cherry. I think it's called red because of the stinking EU. So I'm going to try that stuff out. And I say stinking EU because they did the law where tobacco companies can't put descriptive words of what in the tobacco, kind of keep people from buying it. They have to really look into it. So I like the descriptions in the words. So and a lot of tobacco companies are aligning to make it easier on them, of course, to have everything labeled the same, and so they're dropping the descriptors like cherry and going with red. Nothing wrong with that, because us pipe smokers, we pretty much know what red means now, cherry, and we know what was that? When I went to the Sam Gowith chocolate flake, that is called the CK flake. I found that out too, because so if y'all want the Sam Gowith chocolate flake, which doesn't taste like chocolate, it's the CK. Yep. So. Yeah, but I always go, and this is a great resource for any pipe smoker anywhere in the world, is tobaccoreviews.com. Because I found a lot of them, especially the non-descriptive titles like red and black and whatever. It'll tell you in the reviews at tobaccoreviews.com, which is an American site, that they're not bound by those regulations. Will tell you the flavors, the tobaccos in there, and you don't have to be left in the dark. So that's a good resource for anyone wondering, what's
second only to the YTPC.
Oh yeah,
I would say the best place to go for reviews is the YTPC.
That as well, yeah. So yeah, that's what I do when I'm looking. If I want to know what's in a blend, I go to tobaccoreviews.com. If I want to know what people think of the blend, I search it on the YTPC and get people's actual opinions that are smoking it at that moment. You know what I'm saying?
Because I will, everyone's gonna have different tastes and everything, and I like to be able to watch, videos of people that I've followed, and I kind of know what their tastes are, and where I could see that our tastes align. I could tell if he feels this way about it. There's a great likelihood that I will feel similarly. like in this case, just about how tastes are a little bit different. He gave this a pretty good review, and while I'm not going to waste this bowl, this butternut burley is just really not my thing. I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I've got a few more chocolate blends you can try.
I want to try them all. Honestly, I do. And I mean, if that Captain Black, Great Value chocolate is highly rated, then I'll give that a try.
And it's a cheap try too. What is it like? Here it's about $4 or $5 a pouch.
$5.35, I think they made it over there here at Hattie.
OTC Piper knows what the OTC brand.
$5.35. I could probably tell you.
$5.35.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it used to be just a hair over $5, like $5.15 or something like that. And
okay, what's that? Hey guys, hey Aces,
hey,
thank
Aces,
you for joining us.
Good to see you. We got some stuff we're sending to him too.
Yeah, Aces, we got a care package for you coming up soon.
Coming up soon. Got to get it all together.
Yeah.
But I guess I would say it's not bad. I'm not
So what?
not enjoying myself.
So let's get an impromptu review. What are your pros and cons of it? What do you like about it? What is kind of turning you off on it?
Well, it smokes good.
Yeah, when I smoked it went down to the ash, so I was very happy with that.
I'm not getting a lot of.
And I did let it air out for about 45 minutes. It was a bit moist.
I'm not getting a lot of the flavoring in it this week.
Hey Corey, how's it going?
Corey Triplet. Okay, yeah.
What are you guys smoking? You guys have just joined us. So what are you saying?
I'm not getting a lot of the flavorings you're talking about. And there's kind of a bitterness to me that I'm detecting. Yeah, and I get that with a lot, especially like with the flavored cigars, like even the Javas.
My favorite cigar, by the way.
I guess with the topping and everything like that, it just, to me, I develop a bitter taste that I kind of get behind everything.
Okay.
But I'm not going to waste good tobacco by dumping this out, so I'm going to finish it.
No, I would swap pipes with you if you want. Because this is the Burley Cube Cut. I'm safe to smoke it now because on the way home, I can pop in a good strong arrow, so my wife will smell that on when I get home. Yeah, but I'm doing pretty good. Out of all the tobaccos I smoke, my wife only had an issue with that one kind, which I'm fine with because I got plenty more I like.
My wife pretty much has a begrudging indifference to just about everything.
Well, hey, indifference is better than hate. Yeah.
Bordering on though.
Yeah. She's what is that called? Man, I'm at a loss for words today.
It's been one of those weeks, I guess. Even though it's Monday.
Borderline tolerates. Yeah, something along those lines. Yeah, but it all goes back to happy wife, happy life, right? I'm not smoking right now. I just had a bowl of Blood Red Moon.
We just talked about that.
Yeah, we just got done talking about Blood Red Moon, man. And how
this non-aero guy over here has really come onto it.
Yep. And how I was surprised it's out of stock at Pipes and Cigars, and if you're wanting some, I guess I would just stock up at Smoking Pipes.
Don't forget you got that other tin of mine.
What tin?
Of the Blood Red Moon.
Yeah, thanks for that, by the way.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
I feel like you got the message.
Yes, I will give you another tin of Blood Red Moon.
Well, you already said you would. I'm just letting you know you still have it at your house. Did I bring that today? I don't. No, wait, hang on.
Oh,
what do you think? What do you think of that? I do have it in here.
I guess since I have to give you.
I had some stowaways in my little mantle pouch, so we can put this in our little display called Blood Red Moon.
So,
and some Stanwell Extra Fine. You liked this one last time you tried it.
So you know what this calls for?
What's that?
The fact that I have to give you an entirely new tin.
You don't. You said before you were going to. I'll pull up the Mantle video where you said you would.
But because now that I am obliged to do it, I'm going to have a pipe of Colt Red Moon.
Colt Blood Red Moon.
What did I say?
You can't. You say Colt Red Moon.
Red Moon. Yeah.
You may, because it is. We have established a Mantle, and the policy is the Mantle is the custodian of the tobacco.
Agreed.
So anything that's on the stable, you have you have a free shot with.
Mm-hmm.
Got some more people come aboard.
Hey, we got 8 people. Who's all there? Is there anyone that hadn't said hi yet? We want
And you may have if we've looked away and not looked at our comments.
Yeah. If you say something, then realize that we didn't see it. Just hit the period and then hit enter, and it brings the whole chat screen back up on the screen for us, and we can watch it. What is that?
That's this. That's the butternut.
That room note is wonderful. P51 was good too.
Yeah.
I love the room note for P51. Have you guys tried meerschaums? I got one in Turkey in 02.
Yeah, I had one. Remember, I had one that I gave you. And
what, a meerschaum pipe?
Yeah.
Like not a cob.
That one that wound up with Josh.
Oh, he's not talking about a Missouri meerschaum.
No, that was a meerschaum. A pipe that was my uncle got in Turkey when he was serving in the Air Force there.
Interesting.
It was a meerschaum bowl.
I haven't. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Hey, Phil. AKA, we just got done talking about the Briar Report. How we can go read up about Uncle Bill over there.
Is it Uncle Bill?
Uncle Bill.
Okay. Yeah, from the P51 blend.
From the P51 blend, yep.
So, and that was a good blend.
Yeah, hey Phil, what did you think of the P51 that we got from Tennessee Tin Note? I carry it around with me every day because I like smoking. I like the way it makes my car smell.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Have you guys tried Old Shenandoah, Appalachian Berry, on sale at Pipesteader? Old Shannon. Okay, so.
Okay, that's what Mutton Chop was talking about, not the Berry Nice.
Old Shenandoah.
He may be talking about the Berry Nice, but I do know he talked about the Appalachian.
I've got the Old Shenandoah sampler pack sitting in my wish list at Pipes and Cigars. I just haven't bought it yet because they have a bunch of blends like Alamo, and there was another one that piqued my interest, but I can't say unless you count cherry as like a berry. I haven't really tried any berry flavored.
The only one that I tried was a blackberry brandy. And I said,
Did I try that?
I didn't care for it. I don't know if you tried it or not.
Haven't tried it, but have the ingredients and have to mix it up. Yeah. Oh man, it's wonderful, Phil. It's I'm very thankful to Tennessee Tin Note for letting me know about it.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get those blends and mix up a bunch because I did enjoy that.
The wind's picking up. Yeah, and I am smoking some French roast, super dark.
Drinking French roast. You're not smoking. You're not smoking coffee.
I wish I could. Yeah, just grind me up some beans and put it in my pipe.
I would recommend that.
Sacrilege.
That's gonna ghost your pipe.
There's my Java pipe.
Your Java pipe? Don't do that.
Yeah. No, I'm not. Actually, I will. I want to know if you can successfully smoke.
Okay. Whatever.
Coffee beans.
Whatever.
Has anyone out there smoked a coffee bean?
Don't ask that.
Just like to know. He's a very kind. I have
yeah.
a super secret recipe. Should be a tobacconist. Stop production.
Okay, cool.
Phil, you should be a tobacconist.
Yeah.
I'd buy some blends off of you.
Uh-oh.
I cannot. This wind.
You have to give it a second. I'm gonna try my tin note trick.
What?
Trying to get it to waft up in my face.
Right. Well, this wind's kind of gusting right now. I mean, not unless you're living in the Carolinas, then I'm just y'all beat me on that. The wind gusts.
Everybody's welcome there.
Yep. Yeah, we're wishing all the pipers the best that are in the Carolinas right now. Yeah, in our prayers. And if any of you guys, just let us know if y'all cellars were lost in the floods. I will personally help you restock. I will send you. I guess we're both in agreement. We'll send you a care package.
Yeah.
You let us know. It is a shame to waste fine tobacco.
Hurricane relief pipers.
Exactly.
That's what we'll be.
Yep. And I was thinking, if I was a pipe smoker in Iraq, I'd maybe we should get a soldier care package going on, or something too. Just care packages all around. Just good stuff.
Let's see.
Oh,
What did I
the
put
wind
in there?
stopped.
Yeah, you have a window to get that pipe lit. I don't remember what it is I put in this pouch. Oh, this is my Burley Without Bite. Have you tried the Burley Without Bite?
You gave me a whole. You gave me a whole bunch of.
Did
them.
I?
Isn't that what this is?
No, that's Cube Cut Burley.
Oh, Burley Without Bite. I
The
believe.
Burley Without Bite kind of has a chocolatey note to it. You may like that.
I
if
think
you
you
like
gave me a 10. I'll try it definitely.
It doesn't come in a tin. It's a bulk. What do you got? A comment?
No, it's text.
Is your work?
Nope, D.
Oh, D. Well, she knows where to get a hold of you.
Yeah. Hey, D.
D. Marie. She can get a hold of you.
You know what? I'm not even sure she subscribed to your channel.
Oh.
She may not have even got the notification.
She popped up on mine.
And it was yours?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think, yeah, it was toward the end of our Mantle. Last time, remember, we started on yours and then we had to go to mine because your battery ran down.
And we are on Matt's because his phone seems to be the most stable of the two.
Android.
Yep, Android.
This thing.
My next phone is going to be an Android. This iPhone is annoying me. And the fact that Apple's new phones, their cheapest model is like $970.
Yeah.
I'm like, or maybe $790. Either way, it's a lot of money. So
$790 or $970. One of the two.
it's the same for me. It's a lot of money, too much money. Either one.
It's all those numbers in succession, just starting with either the 7 or the 9.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, even this Android was up there. It's like 7 something, and that's. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's gotten to where it's gotten to where you have to have, this kind of technology. Landlines are kind of going away.
Yeah, they're not already dead.
Society's kind of getting to where you got to have email on the go and things like that.
I am trying my hardest to fight the power. I got my homestead. If I'm trying to find a way, like I'm in. If y'all guys know, I'm in IT, and I'm required to have email on my phone, for work purposes and stuff. If I can get me a job that not in the tech field and survive, man, I'll go back to a flip phone if I can. Man, I want to be as disconnected as
Samsung
possible.
still makes a good flip.
Do they?
Uh-huh.
I can try it.
I have one I bought last year that was like the year before's. So it was like a 2016 model. I forget what they call it, but it's one of the mil spec, super tough.
Oh, good.
phones.
See, that's what I need. Just out on the farm.
Great signal. Battery will last you about a week.
And back in those days when you had the what is it called, the X10 keyboard, and you had to, like, someone sends you a text message, I'd be like, K, the letter K for K, okay, and then, all right, what are you doing right now? I'm like, W for work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's how I will reply. I'm gonna have to send people decoder sheets
Decoder sheet.
because I'm not gonna type out a whole sentence on a X9, X10 keyboard. I forgot what those are called.
Well, once you get to that point, I fully expect when I go to Catholic Pipesteader's homestead for there to be a tabletop rotary phone. And I want to get mad when I mess up at the end and have to start all over again.
Yeah, right.
Those were good days.
Oh, we're the good old days from us younger guys. Well, what's new in the piping world for you, Matt?
Well, not a whole lot. As everybody knows out there, I'm kind of boring.
Yeah?
Yesterday I enjoyed a good bowl of Sir Walter Raleigh. Followed that up with some Prince Albert. I had some Blood Red Moon. That's been an exciting. I mean, this has been the most I've been, dipping out of my tins when I'm at home and not out of Mantle. Just trying this cold Blood Red Moon. So you might make an aromatic piper out of me yet.
Hey, I'm all for it. You didn't like the
I didn't like the
butternut,
butternut. Just didn't care for it.
Yeah. Well, if
I would say if it ever presents itself at another Mantle, I may try another bowl just to see if it grows on me. With that one, I just didn't work out.
Well, what I'm going to do, the rest of that is in a mason jar, and I'm probably going to just let it sit for a while.
Let it sit for a while. After it cellared for a little while, I wouldn't mind trying it again, just to see what it does. Because I know my Virginia #1 has come alive. when I first got on, I'd gotten a bunch of that, and Eric Blue Collar Pipe Smoker, was said, yeah, that Virginia #1 really needs to sit for a while, and it'll totally transform, and it's how it smokes and how it tastes and all that, and it has. When I first received it in, I don't know at what point it was produced and sitting on the shelves and all that, but about 6 months of cellaring really did a good job for it.
Yeah, that is the hardest thing for me is patience, man. But I've got a ton. I've got I say this almost every time, but I have a blend that I'm saving specifically for Christmas. Well, I guess Thanksgiving, the entire holiday season. I'll be kind of liberal with smoking it. But it's called We Three Kings. I think it's by Cornell and Deal. I tried it when I first got it, and I liked it. It reminded me of the holidays when I was smoking it. And because of that reason, I haven't touched it since, because I'm like, I need to have blends for certain times of the year. I think that helps out a lot.
I got one of the clearances or one of the sales that they did at Pipes and Cigars, and they had some of that Suge Winter Embrace, and it was super cheap because it was in the summertime, and it was stamped 2016. I've never tried it, and I have it still sealed. I figured I'd wait for winter.
Yeah, you will see me smoking
whenever that comes to Texas.
Yeah, I'm gonna be as the weather gets colder, I'm probably gonna move more towards the stronger aromatics. I've got some maples, and of course I got Autumn Evening, which is maple and honey, and then again We Three Kings, and things like that I will probably smoke much more of, because 'tis the season, right? I want the gingerbread smells. I want, when I smoke, I want to be reminded of,
You can mix some of that with that Medal of Valor.
Yeah, man, that was tough stuff, man. Oh my gosh.
We'll mix some of that with get you a strong arrow. We'll mix it with the Medal of Valor and mix in a little bit of Old Joe Krantz. We'll see what we can get done after that. Probably not.
Oh my gosh, yeah, dude, we need to mix Medal of Valor and Old Joe Krantz. Just see what happens.
I think that's like when you did you ever do demolition as part of your AIT in the Army? We had to do ours.
I went through the tech version. I was a computer guy.
Oh, that's right. I didn't know. Well, I didn't know if they would have put other jobs through there. When you put 2 sticks of TNT together, it's not just that times 2, it's exponential when they go off. I think that's what's going to happen when you mix Medal of Valor with Old Joe Krantz.
Let's do it. Hey, we'll smoke that on our next Mantle, and then you'll see about 15 minutes of us passed out in our chairs.
It'll be a live feed, and here we are. Everyone's hitting that period.
Yeah. You guys need to smoke some rope tobacco.
Yes, I do. Next order, I said in the last New Pipers guy video, because I didn't have any rope tobacco and I wanted to demonstrate.
Now, what is it about rope tobacco? Is it just the cut, or is there something more special to rope tobacco? I haven't looked at that whatsoever.
I'll be completely honest with you. I don't really know a whole lot about it. But something I definitely want to try to do. Especially for demonstrating for the new pipers, like I wanted to do with all the different blends and the cuts and everything. And I didn't have, when I did that video, kind of going over the basics of the tobaccos, I didn't have everything that I in my cellar at the time. So I'm going to be ordering some rope tobacco on my next opportunity. Definitely to try that and some plug, so I can demonstrate.
Gotcha. Man, so Phil, what do you think makes rope tobacco, kind of like something everyone should try? Because I mean, other than seeing it show up every now and then in a tobacco search, I really I've had zero experience with it. Kind of almost afraid to get it, because like, how do you cut it just right? How do you do this?
Well, that's why you go to the YTPC and look at other.
I don't ever remember seeing Mutton Chop do a video on rope tobacco.
No.
I guess I'm going to add that to my list. When I get back on my computer, I'm going to search the YTPC for rope tobacco and just see how it's used and such.
And what's good about that is you get different people's take on it. Like, for example, like plug tobacco. I've seen people do videos where they like to rub it all out once they get it, and some like to slice it as they use it. I would be more on the side of slicing it as I use it. That way, you know, as you celer it kind of all celers together and it's plugged.
Yeah, if you saw my last how-to video with the coins, medallions, whatever, I made, I kind of mentioned in there, as part of the art of pipe smoking, I like to smoke the tobacco as it was designed. Like, I bought the Peter Stokeby Bullseye, which was a coin cut, and I wanted to smoke it as a coin. And, I found a great way to do that with, it's basically a modified folding stuff for the flake. And it was good. The traditional way of tobacco was kept. Sailors always used rope, and it was excellent.
Hard to keep.
But it keeps forever.
But it keeps forever, yeah.
Heck yeah. Okay, well, done deal. I'm going to have to order me some rope. Is there a certain rope tobacco that you prefer for newbies?
Oh, yeah. Chris Kahn. Yeah, no problem at all. I look forward to getting those put out. And we've got some new people. People have kind of come and gone. And I'll say, I keep the rope intact and cut off coins as needed. Yes,
done deal. That's how I would do it.
I said it earlier in the Mantle. I don't know how many people are still with me from there, how many just come along, but I've been a little bit absent from YTPC just because work's gotten a little bit crazy. And I've been trying to watch what I can and try to be present in the comments, and I haven't really been able to do a whole lot. I got, I'm off the next couple of days, and then I got a good time, group of days, Samuel Galwith.
Okay.
I got a pretty good block of days coming up later in the week, so hopefully I'll be able to get some more put out. So I do apologize for my absence. It's just kind of been one of those weeks. We had an officer that needed some time off, so I was happy to be able to work for him.
OT?
Well, he's working for me later in the week, so it's not going to work out that way. But, I worked a little bit extra, and then I'll get some extra time off at the end of the week. So,
well, hey, that's always a plus, too.
It works out, yeah. I mean, having 4 days off in a row does pretty good, especially when you're working. I worked the last 4 days in a row straight 12s, and which I know a lot of people do that on a regular basis. Let's see, black, it's twist. Don't get a lot, just enough to try. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely do that. I'm going to get it a little bit just to see how I like it, and at least enough for me to do a video on it.
Oh yeah, of course.
I'm putting in my new Piper's Guide video, but honestly, I'm brand new to rope tobacco as well, so it'll be one of those things that I'm going to be new to it while I'm doing a new Piper's Guide video. I can't just say
I'm new. I'm still a virgin. I haven't even tried it.
Well, I would be new to it while I'm doing, while I'm doing it. While I'm doing the video.
That might make an interesting video too. Before you even try it, make a video. First time smoking rope tobacco. You'd be like, cut it, like, so this was the incorrect way to do it.
Well, I might get. I'm going to research it just the way a lot of pipers, like to research something first. I want to research it some, and I think I'm probably going to do, when I get my rope tobacco in, I'll do my first impressions as part of the new Piper's Guide, so that, I guess it gets the point across that everybody's all, no matter where you are, everybody's got something to learn and somebody they can learn from.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Never stop learning.
So.
Yeah, see, this is my new favorite pipe. So really appreciate it.
I'm glad you like it.
Never tried it. I like that video. Never tried it from Dave. Yeah, I mean, hey, I'd watch it, of course. When you get some, you have to call me over, though. I want to try it.
Yeah.
What is that you're smoking?
This is Burley Without Bite.
Yeah, that smells great, too. Yeah, but I believe you gave me at least a mason jar's worth of it.
Oh, did I?
I believe so.
What we can probably do when we get the rope tobacco in is we won't make it part of like a joint mantle, but we'll do a short video. I'll have you come over to the pipe nook, and we can do it as a new Piper's Guide. Part of the series that I do. And we can both have our first impressions while we do that. For those that have never tried it before, maybe
that would be cool.
Get into it.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah. two different pipers, trying it for the first time. You know, it'd be kind of cool to get different.
And that's what I think about doing
perspectives.
something like that on as a segment in the show coming up. Is because you get two people at one time, and what's cool about it is
We call it, does this make the cut?
what's cool about the dynamic is, you know, we've got two, you know, different spectrums that we stay in. You know what I mean?
Especially
between me and
you said this was bitter.
Yeah,
I'm
kind of
like, I didn't
little
get
bit,
any
yeah.
kind.
And I definitely could tell. I mean, and the bitterness really only
What's up,
came
guys?
toward the
Pipes, beards, and guns.
Pipes, beards, and guns. Hey,
man.
guys.
Welcome,
Hey, man.
welcome.
We haven't forgot about you. Getting our stuff together.
Yeah, we're getting care packages ready for different pipers, and we got aces and grease. We got
Pipes, beards, and guns.
Pipe, beards, and guns.
Corey. I got
Corey.
that stuff I'm going to send off
There
to
you
him.
go. Yeah, we got some care packages coming y'all's ways.
And in the giving spirit of that, sometimes you've just got to ask, like with Corey. You know.
Yeah. Hey, ask. Yeah. I'll be happy. I love sharing tobaccos with people. You know. You guys are the best.
All right.
You're the best.
You're the best, man.
Man, cooking brisket up there in Sweden. Heck yeah. Showing them how it's done. Man, I want some brisket now.
Wouldn't mind being in Sweden eating some brisket.
I would. Man, if I could take some time off, my goodness.
Yeah.
You near Stockholm?
I think he said he was. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be awesome, man. I would take a trip up there. For whatever reason, if you want to come see Texas, man, let us know.
You got friends.
We'll take good care of you. You can stay on my farm. Be good. What you gonna try now?
I don't know.
My next pipe, once I get done, I packed this sucker full too. But once this is done, I'm getting some cold blood red moon.
Yep.
I hadn't smoked that in a while.
Let's see.
Like I've been, you know, telling in my videos. I've been buying a lot of bulk tobaccos, mainly, man, because I can get an ounce of tobacco for like $1.80.
Yeah.
And I've just been buying bulk of what I like.
Well, that's why I always say when you find something that you like, if you up your volume, you save more per unit.
And so I have not been touching my tins lately at all.
What else do you have in here?
It'd be epic if you guys came in the summer. Yes.
Oh yeah.
In the summer.
Yeah.
What was the blend that was so pointed? Oh, that was the we were gonna mix Old Joe Krantz and Medal of Valor. That
just to see what happens.
Yeah, just to see what happens.
Is there anything? You have anything else that I haven't tried?
I think you gave me that one.
Yeah.
Then I had this
that
one, and then
those are mine there.
I got Best of the Rest, P51. Actually, no, I think this was the only one. My apologies.
No, hey, you don't have to apologize.
I should have had a more diverse.
You don't have to bring something that you know I haven't tried, but if you have something, that's what I like about the Mantle is if you have something that I haven't tried, I'll have an opportunity.
Last time you had some really high nicotine. What was that? Medal of Valor.
That was the
Medal of Valor by Lane Limited.
I don't know what the nicotine level really is in it. Now,
but my gosh, that
here's the deal, and this is the difference between us is I've got pretty much laid out by the Old Joe Krantz.
Yep.
And he didn't get affected by it.
I smoked 2 bowls just fine.
And he smoked a bowl of the Medal of Valor and had to take a break. And I was still going strong. Now, granted, he had a standard size pipe, probably something along the lines of this. And I had a taster pipe, you know, probably about half the bowl volume. And that, you know, I didn't have as much as he did, but in that smaller bowl even, I didn't get affected too much by it.
Yeah.
So I've got all kinds of dottle all over my hands that has, you know, when I ran the pipe cleaners through a couple of my pipes. And I don't know.
You shouldn't dawdle around there.
Shouldn't dawdle around, huh?
Yeah.
Yep. So let that clear it off. Well, this is one of the problems with the Mantle is now I'm looking over all of this
Great,
stuff.
thanks. A friend wanted to know. Hey, no problem.
Cool. I'm looking over all of this stuff, and now trying to figure out where I want to go next.
Yep, and here I'll let
You know
y'all
what?
get a good view. I mean, that's our cellar right there. If it can focus in on the thing, let's see.
Yeah, there
Let me
it
scoot
goes.
a bit. Yeah, well, you can't because the focus is off. But we've got a ton of tobacco just sitting here. It's kind of hard to pick what you want to
You
try
know what?
next.
There are no bad choices.
Oh no, there
So
is
I'm
not.
going to just pick one. What is this?
This one right here.
What is that one?
There you go.
Give me that. Elizabeth.
He doesn't like this one.
I should have known when I felt the square tin what you had done to me.
Yep.
I'll try that again once it's cellared some.
Yeah, I'll let it cellar a little bit.
Elizabethan.
Yeah, cause something about the butternut is it's not like overwhelmingly awesome, and so I'm not inclined to want to smoke it every day. So I will have no problems letting this cellar for a bit.
Oh, you didn't think it was that spectacular?
Oh no, I thought it was good in my review. I said it was a great smoke and worth the purchase, but it's something I don't. It's not something with all the other tobaccos I have. It's not something I will miss on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
This P51, on the other hand, my goodness, I'm gonna have to continue mixing this stuff.
What's like with a lot of these? There's a few that I really keep track of where at my level.
Yeah.
Like my Sir Walter Raleigh original. I'm about down to half a can, and I'm starting to think I need to start getting an order together.
Where's your blue line?
I'll leave that at my pipe note.
Oh yeah.
Just because I don't want to risk losing it. And
Well,
it rolling off the
that's
table.
me too. My super fancy stuff stays in my cellar.
But this is cool. It's a little bit shorter than the blue line tamp,
Mhm.
and it fits in your box just perfect.
Yep, it does.
This is a nice compact tamper.
I got that from
Talaz Piper.
Talaz Piper.
Made
Talaz.
Made for him. Turned it.
Yeah.
Did a real nice turn job on it.
Oh,
A real nice finish job.
My favorite tamper.
And it's just a small little. Pull your box out.
Yeah.
David comes up with some cool ways to just pack things, and he's got a little box. And this is the box that his Victor lighter came.
Yeah.
in.
This is the thing. The box this lighter came in, and I set this right here.
Yep.
And put my tamper there, and this is my like utility box. It has everything I need in there: lighters, tampers, cigar cutter. I got everything in there I could possibly need. Extra filters from like my Savinelli and stuff.
I am gonna need that.
Oh, there you go. Wait, someone commented or something.
Did they?
Looks tasty. Thanks for sharing. No, that's Mel Harris.
Mel Harris.
Hey
Good.
Mel, good. I'm
Good to see
glad you're here.
But yeah, that's just a good use of resources from other places. Repurposing. It's just a masterpiece repurposing. And this is the box is just a handy size to have.
It is.
All your stuff. It fits everything perfectly.
I have been surprised at how many things fit in there so
Yep.
great. Hey, from Flint, Michigan, Pastor Piper.
Pastor Piper.
Hello,
Good to see you again.
welcome to the Mantle.
This Elizabethan is one that I'm going to be.
Oh, Elizabethan's
I'm
great.
going to be sad when it runs out.
Yeah, I've got a few tins of that as well.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. But again, I'm going to make some kick-ass 3D designs and have a 3D team print of tampers. Oh,
Okay.
I'd love to get some of those tampers. Be good. Like, of course, buy them, of course, or do some tobacco trading. I'm kind of big on trading. Quality stuff for quality stuff. And then,
But I got to get with Gay because he told me he was getting ready to start the pipe roll that I wanted, and I got to see what I've got that would interest him in a trade.
Yep. Oh, and something I noticed the other day, in this my Peterson fishtail is in need of a good reaming now. It's getting to the point. I need to butter those suckers up first. Hold your horses. Done deal. Yeah, so I don't know if you can notice it. The focus may mess up on there, but it won't focus. But
we got a lot of ambient light.
You see, it's starting to cake up around the rims because I use this Peterson mainly for my aromatics, and the aromatics cake up a lot. And so, but I bought a reaming tool that I'm gonna try my hand at reaming my first pipe, just seeing how that works. Because I'm getting a lot of buildup inside it. That's because if you smoke arrows, the flavoring, a lot of the flavoring in the arrows is pretty thick on there, and when you smoke it gunks up.
This is kind of molasses-y, I think, from all the toppings and everything.
Yeah, so if you have a dedicated arrow pipe, you gotta really watch those things and make sure like the airway on the what is this?
shank.
The shank. Make sure the airway from the shank to the bowl is clear. I got an extra large I guess shank brush
Mm-hmm.
that is good at pushing that gunk out. So yeah. Oh man, but I don't mind. Just did some spooning.
Mm-hmm.
Just-
That wasn't hard caked on there.
yeah, it wasn't hard cake, but yeah, I started to notice that it was gunking up.
Mm.
Got to sign off, Chris. Hey, thanks for
Oh,
joining us.
thanks for
Cheers
joining
to
us,
you. It's my French roast. Coffee and tobacco just go hand in hand.
Mhm.
Honestly, yeah. So now I've got my aromatic pipe. Gonna have some Cult Blood Red Moon.
Mm.
My absolute favorite arrow. I will always give 5 stars to.
Yep.
Ugh, just kind of all over the place here. Hey, you should do what I do. Just take this thing out. And
Well,
just keep it in
I'm
the
at the
tin.
level now. That'll probably be gone before I even go back to work. So I have a couple days off.
Yeah.
That's probably going to get a lot
Gotcha.
of use. So
Gotcha. Man, they should really sell it in bulk.
I wish they would.
I wish they would, too.
And I'm going to try that one that Gray Bailey mentioned was a good.
Which one was that again?
I forget what it was. I wrote it down on my notepad that I keep in there on my table
Yeah,
in front of my
let
pipe.
me know. 'Cause I know Lane Red, Lane Dark Red is a pretty good cherry.
It wasn't that one. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one you tried from
Yeah,
Cedar Hill
I still
B&M,
have
right?
in bulk. Yeah.
You bought that at Tobacco Cabana in Cedar Hill? Yeah,
Yep.
I thought you did. Yeah, they
What they need to do is make at Tobacco Cabana make their own house blends. That's what keeps them
Mhm.
coming back.
well, I talked to the Rhonda, the owner, and kind of told her, the story about how Mom Makes Your 965 came about, and when I created that aromatic English blend,
Match blend.
no, not the match blend.
MB2.
I don't know. I don't know what you call things, Dave. I forget.
Yeah, blend. You let me
The
try
match
on the
blend-
last mantle.
The match blend came about because I had a bunch left over from my security guard days when I couldn't afford the more expensive stuff, and I sold it for a while, and that's what you liked so
Yeah.
much and called it match blend.
Yeah.
Though, no, the one that I call,
This is so good.
the aromatic English, I called it English Joe. That's what I named it. For my own cellar, and I wrote down everything that I had put in it
Yeah.
and gave it, that way she could hold it behind the counter, and that way when I came back in and wanted to make some more, I would already know what I put in it. And it had a little bit of whiskey. It had about equal parts of whiskey, pure Latakia, a coffee infused tobacco, and it was a 5 blend mix. It was very complex.
Yeah.
A couple other things, I can't remember which ones they are, but she's got it written down.
Yeah, if you make custom blends like that,
Mhm.
you should always write down the mixtures and the quantities.
Yeah.
So that way, if you want to recreate it,
Well,
if you like it.
So I told her kind of like how the My Mixture 965 came about. If she wanted to, anyone else that wanted to mix things together, they could, write it down, leave it with her, and that way other people could try it.
Mhm.
Some of those blends.
Yeah.
Now I don't know how many people really do custom blends that go in there. I haven't really talked to her about what the common purchases that come out of her shop as far as the pipe tobacco.
Yeah.
side.
What's the BCA stand for? I know the C's probably cherry.
Black cherry, maybe. I don't know.
Black cherry aromatic.
Maybe
Done.
so.
That's what
Maybe
BCA
so.
means. Black cherry aromatic.
We have decided that that's what it means. If
The
it doesn't-
Mantle has decided.
If it doesn't mean that, it does now. Call
Yep.
Lane up and let them know.
Lane BCA. Gotcha.
Call them up and let them know if it's different, they need to change.
Yep.
Because Matt and Dave said so.
Exactly. 100%.
No, I don't think so.
Mm.
But the BCA, I haven't tried it. I need to see if they have it up there at the Tobacco Cabana. But it will definitely be on my next order.
So you were saying that the owner of Tobacco Cabana, she's thinking about making house blends?
No, I didn't say she's thinking about it. I would just mention that as I was getting all my tobaccos that I was going to have her measure out for me.
Yeah.
I was kind of letting her know the story about how Bomb Mixture 965 came about.
Uh-huh.
And, came about by, brick and mortar that had a logbook you can kind of write in your blends that you like, and other people can sample that logbook and kind of try new things.
Nice.
And that was on the intriguing 965.
965. So I'm guessing someone.
That's just a story that I heard. I guess.
I'm guessing someone just opened the book and was like, boom, because 965 is just kind of a weird number. But hey,
that's the story that I heard about.
That's how you be famous, though. You let the universe decide.
Yep.
So how's life in the YTPC world, everyone? How's y'all's day going? Y'all's smokes going? Anyone around the Carolinas? How's that situation handling? Again, this is an open forum.
Yep.
You know, just let us know. This Mantle's for everyone.
Mm-hmm. You know, we were talking about coffee and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And
we were talking about smoking finely ground coffee.
He was. We didn't really have much of a discussion on that.
Has anyone tried that? Because I want to know if it will kill me or not.
I don't know.
If there's something I like equally as much as pipe tobacco, it would be coffee.
And so, you guys, here I'm thinking, what do you say to that?
Black Cavendish aromatic.
Black Cavendish aromatic.
Oh, that's BCA.
BCA. Well, we need to tell them to change it.
Black cherry aromatic.
No. But the dispatcher that we had last night was a former Marine,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and we swap military stories a lot whenever there's some downtime. And he wasn't much of a coffee drinker. I was getting ready to go in there. It was about 2 a.m. And I was going to go make a fresh pot of coffee. I asked him if he wanted something. He said, I don't drink coffee. And I said, what? You're a Marine. How do you not drink coffee?
Exactly.
How? And he goes, I don't know. I just never did, you know. And
that's how I got to drinking coffee. Was in the military.
We talked about being on like guard duty shifts and everything. And, you know, if you're familiar with anyone out there familiar with the MREs, they have that Taster's Choice instant coffee that comes in the little accessories pack. And how a lot of soldiers would dip that Taster's Choice instant coffee when they needed a quick pick-me-up on like a late-night guard post. And I was asking him, you know, had he at least ever done that when he was sleep-deprived and needed to, you know, out there on the, you know, on deployment and needed to stay awake. And we used to do that all the time. And he said, no, he would just take it and dump it in his mouth and chew it up and swallow it. I'm like, well, that's the Marine Corps way to do it, I think. Just
you know what?
Chew that coffee up.
He had coffee.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say he
didn't brew it.
He didn't intake it in the traditional way, but he had. That's how I before the military, and that was what 03, 04 when I signed up.
No, it wasn't that long because I was deployed in 03.
04 I think is when I went through boot camp with Lackland in the Air Force.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, with the Air Force.
With the Air Force.
No, okay. I thought you meant when your Army time.
Yeah.
Your Army time came later.
Yeah, but before, Army time came. Although the A may stand for alcohol.
Okay.
Well, hey.
I'll take
Black
that.
cherry alcohol? I should just be quiet. Huh?
Yeah. Nah, you know what? Don't be quiet, Dave. Express yourself how you feel like you need to. If you feel like you need to try to smoke some coffee, then just do it.
Yep, exactly. But yeah, before I went into the military, I'm like, I honestly, I wasn't a coffee drinker. I was more of an energy drink kind of guy and more of a soda kind of guy to get my caffeine. And man, when I got into the military, especially basic training, and they allowed us a cup of coffee when we're getting our breakfast chow.
In the Air Force, right?
In the Air Force, yes, in the Air Force. I was like...
I'm about to say the Army changed their policy a lot then, because they didn't let us have anything but water.
Nope. It was, in the mornings, it was, mandatory you had to get water. Mm-hmm. And then you could choose to get a pre-made cup of coffee you just grabbed. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And,
well,
I don't know.
See, in the Army, they wouldn't let us have anything but water. You could get milk only if you had one of those little tear open cereal things, and it was only to be used for the cereal, for the breakfast, you know. And you weren't allowed to get it in a cup or anything like that. You know, your beverage was water. Then there was one day, and I went into boot camp knowing that I had to get my mind right about it because it was a mental game.
Yeah, 100% mental.
So we went to the chow hall one morning, and all the drill sergeants were like, "Everybody, we're gonna let you get milk today. All the milk you can drink, just get milk. Here, have a glass of milk." When we'd go through with our trays, drill sergeant, would be like, "Hey, Private, I think you need a glass of milk. Get some milk." And I tried to get away from it. I never did drink any milk. And the ones that they told them to get milk is, you better get milk if they said you get milk. And even if you don't like it. If you're lactose intolerant, deal with it.
No.
Don't go tell the drill sergeant I'm lactose intolerant. And I never really got any, and I tried to skirt away from it because I knew there was something not right about that. It was
the drill sergeant would be like, "I am intolerant of your attitude."
Yeah, I'm like, that is an uncharacteristic. There's something wrong with this. Steer clear.
Mm-hmm.
And so we got done with our breakfast and everything, and then we went on a road march to the CS gas chamber.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness! I bet that was a
I
nasty
didn't
sight.
fill up on milk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like they knew what they were doing just to mess with us. And they didn't announce it. They didn't tell us, the day before, "Hey, tomorrow we're going to the gas chamber." They didn't tell us anything. That we just learned about it when we got there. Yep. And we were about a quarter mile away when you could smell it, because that CS gas has a distinctive. Well, I don't know if you ever been in CS gas.
Yes, yeah, we did the gas chamber.
Oh, you did in AIT?
Yeah.
Because you didn't.
No, in basic.
You did. Did you actually have to breathe it in?
Yes, you walked in there with your mask on.
Uh-huh.
After the room filled and they gave instructions, they walked up to you and they made you take your mask off and say like a sentence and stuff. And then you either you had to stand there and you either had to finish your sentence or fall to the ground. And you didn't want to fall to the ground.
Yeah.
And so we did that.
Okay, that's about. I didn't know that. I didn't know that they didn't, because
there are some standards throughout all the branches. And but I have a story too. It wasn't with milk. It was with dessert. So we went into chow. Okay, gotta finish up with the work. I'll try to get back with you. We'll see you, Corey. Have at it.
Although the army stand. That was okay.
Yeah. We went in and we noticed there was a carousel sitting in there full of like pies and cakes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the drill sergeants were all nice. They're like, "Feel free to go grab a dessert." They didn't force it on you.
Yeah.
They're like, "Hey, y'all feel free. Go grab y'all some cake and stuff." And we were all just waiting for the first person to do it. And their guy got up, got some cake. The drill sergeants just sat there and watched him. And he ate his cake. And you did not want to be that person after chow was over. They grilled him till no one was like, "You think you deserve that? Now that you got all this energy from all that sugar, we're gonna work it out." It was ridiculous. Yeah, so I was like, I did the same. I was like, "Nope." I'm not getting
the line.
You don't get anything pleasing in basic training. You just need to go for it. Yeah, it was good times.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd give anything to be able to do basic again. Now looking back.
Nope.
You wouldn't want to do it? I had such the time of my life when I was a kid. Then I was
basic
training. Yeah, boot camp.
Now my deployment to Iraq, I would do that over again. I got to meet some great people. I had some good experiences. Basic, no.
The deployment, now that I have a kid and everything, would be a lot harder.
Oh, with kids, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Kidless, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, boot camp, man, it was the easiest money you ever made. You just had to do what you were told to do. You got a good workout most days.
You got people yelling in your face.
Heck yeah.
Okay. To each their own. Right?
Well,
to each their own.
I had done the delayed enlistment where I enlisted while I was in my senior year of high school, and I was attached to some local reserve unit where I got to go and be a part of Army life at least a little bit. So I had a lot of people to give me some good tips on getting through boot camp, and they just said, you got to know why you're there and not let them rattle you, because that's what they're trying to do.
They're trying to
a lot
break
of that
you.
is see. Well, some of that's true. Some of that is seeing how you handle, how you stand up to pressure.
Yeah, exactly.
And a lot of people, when they were doing all the different small tasks, stripping your weapon, all the things in the field, they weren't able to do it as well when they had the drill sergeants in their ear yelling at them, and groups of drill sergeants around them, and luckily I had some time with that Army unit before I went in, and I got a lot of good encouragement, from them as far as how to get through it. And you just got to ignore that, put it out of your mind, and focus in on what you're doing, regardless of who's yelling, because they can't kill you. You know what I mean? At least not legally, but
yeah.
But it's
They can mentally.
well, yeah, but. And I remember seeing some of the guys on the shakedown day that I could tell didn't prepare for this at all. They didn't know what to expect. And they were just so frazzled and at their end on the first day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of those guys, the one in particular, he didn't make it, but halfway through he got chaptered out because psychologically he just couldn't handle it,
Yeah.
And I think it's good to be able to have those programs like the delayed entry where you get to spend some time.
You get to see what real Army life
what it's
is
about
after. Yeah. That's very true.
And so many so many things that you deal with is keeping your mind in it is half the battle right there.
I think before I went to basic, I think I watched Full Metal Jacket every day, and I think honestly that helped me out because I was expecting that kind of treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good show.
Yeah. Movie,
whatever.
Yeah. Good old rip to Arlie Ermy.
Yep.
I was reading about how he became drill sergeant in that movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a good story. So he was he was a former Marine, and he got hired as an executive producer to make sure everything they were doing was true to life.
I would have loved to have been on the production crew when I watched him interact with
That's it. And one of the directors saw how he just started berating this crew member because he messed up doing something, and they're like, "You're gonna be the drill sergeant.
You are the guy.
You're the drill sergeant for this movie."
I never heard that story.
So I'm like, it's basically what you saw in him in the movie was him in real life as well, because he just started screaming at the crew cast because they messed up, and
he did a lot of good stuff. What was that? I can't remember. Some of y'all out there maybe will correct me. The gun show that he did where he demonstrated a lot of the military firearms. I can't remember the name of that show for the life of me now. It was back before I cut the cable out. But yeah, I'm a big military guy. I like more of the military based movies. I'm not a big movie goer really, unless it's part of my nerddom like the Star Wars and Star Trek stuff. And that's a different side of me than my military side, which really enjoys some of the stuff like American Sniper was a good movie. And what was that one? That one that was originally intended to be a Navy SEAL training video. Somebody out there may know it. The title escapes me, but that was a good show too.
Yeah.
Where it kind of demonstrated all the bells and whistles and toys that they use and all that.
Interesting. I didn't see that.
Act of Valor. That was it. And that was a good production that they did.
Oh yeah.
I think Miss Elizabethan is down to ash.
There you go. Hey, it's Dunhill was great in that respect. That's a true premium tobacco that I don't think I smoked a blend of their tobacco that didn't always smoke to ash.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I want to adjust this a little bit because when I lean back, there we go. How's that?
Yeah, here, I'll just lean forward some more.
I'm getting older now. When I have to lean forward and hunch over, my back gets to hurt me.
Oh, yeah. I like back a little bit.
I like these tapered pipe cleaners.
Yep.
You gave me some. That one.
You keep those too.
I'm probably going to have to use those throughout the rest of the man.
Yeah, I started buying tapered pipe cleaners.
So much easier to get started.
Yeah, because I use the thin side for the stem, and the thicker side, I take the stem out and do it for the shank, and it works great. I bought me some. I cleaned some of my church wardens with my new church warden pipe cleaners, and those are great too. But if you listen to the Pipes Magazine podcast, and his name escapes me now. My goodness, he's an industry legend. But he recommends minimum 6-inch length pipe cleaners because those can get 90% of all pipes. So that's the minimum I started getting. Just kind of like I like the wider mouth. So any pipes going forward that I purchase, I'm gonna make sure they're at least, I'll say the minimum 0.78 inner diameter, and then going out to anything bigger than, who's that? Bird's Eye Briar.
Hey, Bird's Eye.
Hey man, how's life where you're at? Man, we've been talking about everything from pipes to military to smoking
Movies.
coffee, all that good stuff.
You're getting really reckless with that word "we" when you talk about smoking coffee.
Yeah, it would be called taking caffeine.
We got into that because I think you actually made the mistake and said you're smoking this Irish roast or something like that.
Oh yeah, oh,
By
it's great
accident.
smoke.
Great smoke.
And that one comment led to a future test that I'm going to. I got a coffee grinder. I got some whole beans. I will grind it to a pulp and then try to smoke it. Or maybe I keep it coarse, like make it almost like mimic cube cut. Yeah, actually that coarse would be better because I won't suck it up to the stem.
What do you say to this? I'm open for suggestions.
Say what I would say. To each their own.
Yes.
to
you.
To me.
Your own.
Yes.
How about some club mixture today?
Oh yeah, I like club mixture.
That club mixture, look at that.
I see you like it too. Man, that tin's just about empty of that club mixture.
Orlet club mixture.
Man, if y'all can see, we've got so much tobacco here. It's kind of hard to choose what you're gonna smoke next.
I wish all of YTPC could be within a 30-mile radius. That way we could
Yes.
just
Y'all-
get 10 of us over
Y'all
here.
all need to move to the Dallas area.
Yeah.
Man, it's just, we can just get together, have at it.
We need to get with Gabe sometime because he lives at
Amarillo.
least in the state. You know, we need to organize something soon. You know, a regional meetup. Get to meet some of these great people face to face.
Yeah. Oh, of course. And again, meandering, he's probably the same distance.
Yeah,
'Cause, you
I
know,
don't
the
he might be closer than Amarillo.
Yeah, the
Texas
Panhandle,
is big.
you know, I
don't
would
know, it
think,
depends on
I would
where.
think, sometimes I think the Panhandle would have, in a different time, would have been part of Oklahoma, because it just kind of shoots up and cuts Oklahoma off.
Yeah, we took it. We said nope. This is ours.
You know,
That's historically inaccurate.
Yeah.
What I just said, but
yep, you had the people back in the early 1800s. Hey, every pan needs a good handle. That's just too bad.
Dave, we can't edit the live feed. I'm just kidding. Make whatever jokes that you feel like you are funny, and I will either laugh or pity laugh.
Yeah.
That was a pity laugh.
I need to get a little gif going of my wife's eye roll and just edit that into a lot of my videos.
She doesn't do the eye roll. She does.
Please excuse me, gentlemen. I have to leave. Have fun. Hey,
All right. See you, Phil.
thank you, Phil. And hey, I'll be checking out the Briar Report. I check it a couple times a day, so
Yep.
I love that place. Yeah, if any of y'all guys haven't heard, Phil at the Briar Report, that is the place to get your up-to-date news on pipes and tobacco. So do what I did and just bookmark it, and that's one of my daily visits right there. And plus, they're real big, not only for like events in the world, but like the YTPC community. They update the page all the time on the happenings of the YTPC. So yeah, good all around.
Yep.
Very interesting all around. There you go.
There we go.
It's getting to be about an hour and a half.
I just loaded a bowl.
Okay. After these bowls, I gotta go back.
You gotta go back to work.
I gotta go back to
If
work.
you need to go back to work now, we can do that. I just got a whole bowl lit.
We'll finish these. I'm really enjoying this Colt Blood Red Moon.
Yep.
It is fantastic. 5 out of 5. I think both of us 5 out of 5 stars. 10 out of 10, 20 out of 20.
I would have no problem ordering that on every order.
Mhm.
You know.
Yep, that is. When I order 10 tobaccos, like when that's placed, I get a can of Durbar until they run out, and I get a can of Colt Blood Red Moon.
Yep.
Every time, and that's on top of what I had already went in there to get.
Yeah.
I just get a can of Colt Blood Red Moon and a can of Durbar.
Those are your add-ons.
Those are my add-ons every time because I'm trying to build a good stock, especially Durbar since it's going away. I mean, production's already stopped, so what's left is what's left. So Durbar is horrible. Don't buy it. Save it for me.
You're just gonna take the hit for it. You're gonna take one for the team. And
I'll take one for the team.
And buy all the Durbar so they don't have to see it in the.
And they won't.
They don't have to see it pop up.
Yeah, exactly. They won't have to waste their money on it.
Mm-hmm.
Not a waste. Actually, a very, very good blend, and I enjoy Durbar a lot. I've got plenty of tins of Nightcap and Early Morning Pipe. I've just and even Elizabethan. I actually just quit ordering those because those blends are good, but they don't capture. They don't. I don't know. They just don't give me the same smoke as the Durbar that I just thoroughly enjoy. So I am focusing on just Durbar right at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a shame that you don't do well with 965 through whatever effect it has on you.
I don't know what that was too.
That's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
Of them. I mean,
So you stocking up on 965?
Not really. You know, I got the tins that you slid my way when you couldn't do it anymore. And one of those actually going, the unopened one's going in the care package that we're gonna send out.
Okay.
And the other one I had, that I've only had like a bowl or two out of it. I want to keep that one and smoke on it until it's gone. And I don't know. It's just as much as I hate to see those things go out of production. I'm not holding on to anything because it is tobacco meant to be enjoyed. And when I can't get it anymore, there are other great blends that I can get. You know, I'm gonna enjoy it while I have it. And,
Yep.
that's it.
Every time, dude. This Colt Blood Red Moon. You know, just sitting there puffing, it just like reignited.
Yeah.
It just like re-energized itself. It's just, I don't think there could be a better tobacco. Well, I mean, there's always a better tobacco, but
to me, that's my top aromatic. And
mine too. That's
that
my
ain't,
top
that ain't
aromatic.
saying much coming from me because I've made it clear that I don't do aromatics a whole lot. But as I'm coming around to some, that's the one that I'm always going to come back to.
And he did not like Scotty's butternut burley.
Yeah, wasn't my thing.
Yep. Mentioned something bitter. I didn't. You know, hey, everyone's palate's different.
Yeah. And I can try it in different pipes. And, you know, there's been some tobaccos that I didn't like at first. Then I tried them into a different pipe, and I liked it. Okay.
Yeah. There are a lot of leaves falling. Fall's coming.
Fall is coming. Yeah.
Is it autumn?
Autumn. I don't know.
Yeah. In Europe, it's autumn.
I'm good with autumn.
Autumn evening. That's a great blend. That is that's Cornell and Deal's #1 seller. Cornell and Deal makes a lot of different blends too.
Yeah, they make some good stuff.
A lot. Some of you newbies that's joined us, how's y'all's day going and what are y'all smoking? We're just enjoying this beautiful weather here in Texas. It doesn't happen very often, but it's getting cooler. Like it's no longer. It's probably been a couple of weeks since it hit 100 degrees.
Yeah.
What's today? Today's probably sitting around the low 90s. I would think.
Yeah, something like that.
Getting to be cooler weather.
Which is good. I mean, saying a lot for Texas. When you could say it's cooled off into the 90s. You know you're in Texas.
Yep. Yep, got a cold front coming through.
Yep. Well, yeah, I'm getting ready for fall and winter. Get some time in the woods and some things like that.
Oh yeah.
I always enjoy my time in the woods. I want to do some video chronicling, I think. It's kind of it's getting late for just regular scouting where I hunt. I hate to do all my scouting once season has started. I kind of know where I want to go, and I'll go there. Sometimes late in the season when all the hunters are not so much in the field anymore, I may go looking around.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of good late seasons for archery only things, or not necessarily that, but for cull animals like spikes and antlerless. That I always get into that because I'm not really a trophy hunter as I am more of a meat hunter.
Yep.
And so I'll take the does and the spikes any time, even during regular season.
Oh yeah.
That's where I always tell people if I ever come home with a trophy buck, it's because that's the first one that walked out.
Yeah.
Because usually when a big fat doe walks out, I'll take that big fat doe straight to the freezer.
That's it, man.
Yep. Even being a plant-based guy like I am now, I'm always gonna be an outdoorsman, a hunter.
Yeah.
And I'll always enjoy naturally harvested meat. Maybe not every single meal, but in doing so, I can take a harvested doe and have it last me a year. Whereas a lot of the people that I used to hunt with now, they'll tag out and have all that meat eaten in that year, and that's a lot of.
It is. Meat. It is a lot of meat
when you think about what all you get with it.
Yep. Yeah, I mean this sucker was a single light, and it smoked perfect all the way down.
But knowing some of the European countries and everything, like I watch some of the survival type shows and everything, and they don't allow bow hunting over there, and I thought that was kind of weird.
Yeah.
That they, a lot of I would have thought they wouldn't have allowed gun hunting more than they would not allow bow hunting.
Because it's like, dared to kill a king's deer. Dare.
I dared to kill a Yeah.
Good old
Robin Hood Men in Tights. That was a good one.
That's a good one.
Lee, I need to go watch that one now. That was a good one. That was just an ingenious movie that Mel Brooks did.
Yeah. Mel Brooks is like, I mean, that and Spaceballs. I'm like, that just...
Spaceballs. Spaceballs, we were doing kind of like a family down day. We were just kind of watching some TV or old movies and everything, and I wanted to expose my daughter to some of the classics that when I was a kid and everything that I watched. And I didn't realize how bad Spaceballs was until I said, hey, let's watch Spaceballs. And then I'm like, well, maybe not for this 9-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm about to say, how did she like it? Yeah, mine was the same. I wanted my kids to watch Goonies. And man, I didn't remember how much cussing was that movie. I just got to think,
Goonies is classic. That's like, and I would be torn because, man, Goonies is classic. That was a big part of my childhood.
They watched it.
I don't know what the difference really was back then, but...
Yeah, I guess because we were all so used to it back then.
Maybe so, I don't know.
I mean, a child of the 80s, I mean, I guess looking at some of the 80s movies, they were actually pretty bad.
Yeah.
So, But when you're a parent yourself, you notice these things.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, but man, my son, he loved Goonies.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah, I'm trying to go through my old movies I grew up as a child watching, and I want my kids to enjoy that kind of stuff.
Well, cartoons just aren't what they were back when we were were kids.
Yep, exactly.
And every time I turn around, my daughter's watching some new show.
Yep.
And I'm like, I just can't keep track of everything they're starting to come out with now.
It's Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Because I heard they're putting out like 700 shows a year or something like that. I'm like, slow down. That's what everyone's like. I'm like, I want quality over quantity.
Yeah, because like when
give me a few quality shows and I'll be happy.
When I was a kid, it was Looney Tunes.
Yep. Which they don't even show those anymore because most of the episodes were deemed racist. So, they don't even show Looney Tunes anymore.
Yeah. It's a travesty. Some of those are kind of going away. Those are some good cartoons. And the thing about it is when I was a kid, I didn't see racism in any of that stuff.
And kids don't. It's just people trying to find something to be offended over. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's just kind of the world I guess we live in now.
It is.
So, but like Coyote and Roadrunner.
Yep.
My daughter liked those.
Yep.
And I don't know, how would PETA feel about that? It was animal against animal, I guess. It's not like
they weren't I guess they couldn't technically, as much assault as a coyote got, he never died. So I guess they shouldn't have any issue with that. And most of that the coyote got was self-inflicted.
Right.
So I don't know. Well, what would they take on?
You should have smoked the pipe and just said, you know what, let that road runner go.
Yeah, exactly.
You would have. No.
Right?
We've gone to a bad place.
Hey, and there were some Looney Tune cartoons where you see the Looney Tune smoking a pipe.
Mm-hmm.
That was back in the day.
Yep.
Bring them back.
Shooter is an awesome show. Oh, Shooter, yeah.
The second season comes to the USA. The second season.
Yeah.
I've heard of Shooter.
Yeah,
never
I've seen.
Never
Yeah.
seen. Is it pretty good? What's it about?
I haven't watched it like regularly.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
some
I'm working my way through NCIS right now.
NCIS?
I'm on season 10 of the original series, and man, it's just great.
I'm re-binging DS9 in this decade.
Yep. There you go.
Kind of going back to the old
For
school.
re-binge as in what, the 5th time? I know you're always watching DS9.
No, I just started it up again. I watched it like years ago.
Oh, okay.
And got Voyager coming. I'm kind of doing my tour of Star Trek right now.
Yep. I know you got a thing for Kira.
I'll only mention that as
Well, hey, I'll say that. Hey, bring on 7 of 9 for Voyager.
7 of 9.
Come on, 7
Well,
of 9.
like you said, the last time you watched DS9, I said, hey, Major Kira,
Yeah.
is pretty hot in that show, and then you cringed about that, and then you're
Yeah.
like, well, when you saw it, you were a kid. Now when
Yeah.
you watch it, you're like, oh,
Because
okay, I see what you're saying.
I was like, oh, she's old.
Yeah.
But then I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, she was
a
old
kid
to you
when I
you
watched
were
it.
9.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah.
well, the eye candy is what has kept Star Trek going.
Yeah.
Because every major, series has had their own eye candy.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I guess original series, I guess it was Uhura, and then Next Generation was Counselor Troy.
Mm-hmm.
DS9, of course, Kira, and what's her face?
Dax.
Mm-hmm. And then Voyager. Yeah. I guess you could say what's her face that was with Neelix? Kess, and then the upgrade
7 of
to
9.
7 of 9.
The upgrade, Kess 2.0.
Yes.
She wasn't. I guess the same kind of eye.
Nope. Totally different. Totally different caliber.
I hope my wife doesn't watch this.
Yep. Yeah. Well, my wife
Because
knows.
it is, huh?
My wife knows.
She knows. Okay.
Yep. Every time Voyager comes, it's like, 7 of 9.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, my wife has no problems pointing out guys she thinks hot on TV.
I know,
so,
right?
I mean, like, hey, we each have them. Right?
Yeah, we were sitting down in Cedar Hill eating at like a Chipotle, and another officer from another agency that I know came in, and I met him. We talked a little bit, and she's like, "Dang, he is easy on the eyes."
Gentlemen, I'm heading over to my dad's to smoke a bowl. Heck yeah!
Oh,
well, thanks, Ironbeard. Thanks for hanging with us.
Have fun with your dad, though. That's great to be able to sit down with your dad and smoke a bowl.
Enjoy that quality time with your dad.
Heck yeah. Yeah. All the best to you, man.
We'll see if I can get my dad on a pipe. No.
Great. Yeah.
Probably not gonna happen.
Yeah. Which, and those listening that may think, what's he talking about? Because they know we're brothers. We're actually stepbrothers. Basically, his dad is my like a dad. To me, it's been since we were very young kids.
Yeah, I'm like single digits, right? Kids.
Single digits.
Yeah. So I mean,
so
brothers.
more. Yeah. The majority of our life has been with this family together.
Yeah.
So when he says that, that's what that means.
Yeah, and I've come to the thing that family. It's not always just blood. It's whoever's there for you, thick and thin.
Yeah.
That's family. It's all good.
But yeah, we'll get him on a pipe.
Yeah.
But see, how much more mellow can he get?
I know. You know what? That might open him up to chat.
Maybe so.
He
doesn't have a lot to say on a lot of things.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
He might.
A pipe might open him up a little bit.
That's it. That's the next goal.
Next goal, yep.
If we can do that, our lives will be complete.
Yeah, done. Miracle. Yeah, miracle leaf right there.
Yeah, my bowl is done. I think he needs to get back to work, so we're going to wrap up this mantle. As always, it's been great.
It has
to
been.
get over here and interact. And the last time we had an opportunity to do a mantle on the weekend, so maybe some people that normally can't during the weekdays can chime in. And we, on the days that I'm off during the weekday, it's a great time because his work schedule allows for him to be able to come and do this during the day. And my wife and daughter are both at school, and so it doesn't really interrupt the family functions and all that kind of thing. So it's great.
Yeah. This is good time.
Get out here, to do it. Now we got to think about when winter really sets in. We got to think about how we're going to do our mantles because it's going to be chilly. Right here
in your truck with the heater going.
With the heater going, yep.
Done deal.
Done deal. Well, yeah, we'll definitely figure something out. But sometimes it just doesn't get that cold.
No, honestly, yeah, we've had warm winters before where just a light jacket would do just fine.
So yeah, we'll have to figure that out.
Light jacket, warm pipe. That's all you really need. Is a hot cup of coffee.
Yep.
Done.
Yeah.
Which I just finished my coffee too. So good timing.
Good timing. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and sign off here. Just want to wish everybody all the best. Stay tuned for channel updates and the joint channel that's going to be coming very soon. We have decided we're trying to get our content in order. We're going to kind of run it in beta mode for the rest of the year. So any feedback would be greatly appreciated because we definitely want to do a good thing. That's separate from our regular chatty. Separate channels that we have. It's
going to be scripted, pre-recorded, and hopefully
not scripted, prompted.
We're going to follow an itinerary.
Yeah,
and we're gonna try to do professional editing. We're going to get like a legit show going for you guys.
And I like the Kind Master that I've been using. I am, as soon as I can, I'm going to actually pay for the license so we don't have the watermark on there. And it opens up some more features for us to use and all that. But it's been a good editing software. So anybody out there, I'll throw that out there and shout them out. I started using Filmora Go, and it was okay. It functioned right. It just didn't have as many features when I started working with Kind Master. And Meandering Piper is the one that put me onto that because he started using it on a video that he had, and I thought, well, I'll give that a try. And
so now Filmora's gone.
Yeah.
Still Filmora Go is Filmora gone.
It's
Filmora gone.
I roll.
I roll.
I roll.
Cue I roll.
Yep. Cue the eye roll in the head shake.
Exactly.
So yeah, Filmora gone.
Yep.
No, it was okay. I mean, I didn't hate it at all. I used it for a while. I don't want to trash anything. I don't want to get on here and be negative. It was just as fine of a thing to use for like the hobbyists that may just have like vacation videos or something they want to do. But for the stuff and the deep level of editing that I want to do with the show, and even with my own channel, it didn't have as many options. So I went to Kind Master, and that has a lot more options to speak of. So I'll be using that one. We'll be using that one some until we start getting the more. We're going to step it up from there. Even that's just going to be an interim when we get started and everything. Yeah. And I think it's going to be a good thing. It's going to be coming around mid-October. So hopefully we'll have be able to get everything all ironed out and everything during the beta mode. Yep. And starting January, first of the year 2019, we'll be going full force with it.
Heck yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. So.
This is a show by Pipers for Pipers, so just look out for it. So. Anyways, this is Catholic Pipesteader saying God bless and pleasant smokes always.
Yep. Here's the good times and warm pipe, even though mine are cool now.
Yep.
All the best, guys. We'll see y'all on the next one.
Thanks, guys.
Now the old man is figure out how to get this thing to shut off. There we go.